publicly maintained that his company was innocent, calling the FDA's treatment of him and his company a trial by publicity. This marked the beginning of Hughes' run-in with complaints about the way they do things at Herbalife. 2 years later, deceptive claims made by the company in a slew of advertisements caused Canada's Department of Justice to file criminal charges against them. California's Attorney General later sued Herbalife for more false claims, and Hughes was forced to answer questions before a Senate subcommittee as a result. During this hearing, Hughes fired back at his detractors, saying if they were so knowledgeable about health and nutrition, why were they so fat? Before the United States Senate and the American public, the founder and CEO of a growing company made a fat joke about his critics. Not exactly a good look, and Herbalife didn't come away unscathed. Herbalife posted their first loss in 5 years of business, leading $3 million from negative press. They also laid off 800 employees, paid $850,000 settlement to California, and discontinued 2 of their supposedly effective products. Bit of a rocky start, wouldn't you say? Herbalife started trading publicly on the NASDAQ following its array of legal trouble. As the 90s approached, they rebranded to Herbalife International and expanded sales into Spain, Japan, Mexico, New Zealand, and Israel. Despite several complaints and pyramid scheme accusations, the company proved quite successful during this time. Its worldwide reach helped sales skyrocket, and they even expanded their product line to include a series of personal care products. Despite the claims that their business model was illegal, the company became a legitimate player in the market. They underwent 2 public share offerings that resulted in millions of Herbalife shares being sold. But successful IPOs did not stop the lawsuits from piling on. Hughes attempted to take back control of his company by facilitating a buyout of his shareholders in 1999. He felt the Wall Street high flyers selling stock in his company were criminally undervaluing it, and he had had enough. This resulted in another lawsuit from the shareholders themselves, who believed the price Hughes was offering for their shares was not good enough. Hughes backtracked and dropped his efforts to make Herbalife a private company again, choosing to settle the suit rather than to continue to battle with his investors. This proved to be the last lawsuit Mark Hughes would ever settle. In 2000, he passed away following a lifelong battle with substance abuse. In the years that followed, Herbalife fell into the hands of various CEOs tasked with defending the company from a constant barrage of complaints and attacks, much like their late founder did for nearly half his life. The most notable figure to spearhead Herbalife was Michael O. Johnson, former president of the Walt Disney Company. Still, even he could not provide the company with the credibility necessary to stop lawsuits and accusations from pouring in. As Herbalife struggled to find leadership following the death of its founder, they continued to walk the delicate tightrope that separates a pyramid scheme from a legitimate company. In 2004, they started trading on the New York Stock Exchange at $14 a share, enabling the company to move much of its manufacturing and its recently renovated in-house facilities. But why are people always so up in arms about Herbalife and its business model? If it was indeed just a pyramid scheme, wouldn't it have been found out years ago? The problem lies in the vague language that defines the difference between a lawful, multi-level marketing venture